If you've been following along, you may have seen that watchOS 26 Developer Beta 2 ruined my Hermes Apple Watch. Once I installed it, it just did not want to work. The battery just drained like crazy. The watch face itself kept just like soft crashing over and over again. And I don't think I'm alone. It seems like there are multiple Hermes owners out there that are having the same issue. It seems possibly to just be an Hermes issue, maybe something with those watch faces, because it just does not want to work. The watch app on the phone, when it is paired, it just crashes as soon as you open it. It was a nightmare, but I reached out to Apple. It took a little bit to work through and get to the right person, but they have already sent me out a replacement watch. Yeah, that quickly. So I contacted them yesterday morning. It took maybe 30 hours before I got a replacement. That is insane. Customer service, like seriously, people bash Apple and say their customer service isn't what it used to be. Like, checkmate right here. 30 hours, I have a new watch, and then I can send them back this one. They do place a hold if you request this option. I have Apple Care Plus. I'm not sure if that's why they give me this option, but they do place a hold on your card for the full amount of the watch until you send the old one back. I mean, it really makes sense. They want to make sure nobody just steals their watches and stuff like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to pair this up. We're going to make sure it works with iOS 26 Developer Beta 2. We're not going to install watchOS 26 back on this one because I expect to see the same issue. And we're also going to see like how the quality is, because you know, I've had this one for close to a year, not a full year yet, obviously. I'm curious on how this one is. So my address is on here, so I'm not going to show you that. Who needs knives when you got keys? So we just cut through that. Pop this open. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna keep it open. So if you've ever done a replacement before, Apple sends you, and this box is a little bit different than before. Apple sends everything in a box. You kind of basically get tape as well. You put the old watch back in this one, pop it back in here. The label on the front pulls off and it has the return label all ready to go. You just gotta drop it off, usually at a FedEx or Walgreens, I think you can drop them off to. So here's the box. Let's see how this opens, because this is different than it has been in the past. So I don't know if I can just take this off. We're gonna get the keys back out and do this the right way. Possibly. Here we go. We're almost there. I promise. It's gonna be worth it. As long as the watch doesn't fall out. There's still some pieces right there that is not cut. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Oh, yep, the watch is falling out. Okay. All right. Phew. That was awful. All right, so there's a need help document, and then there is the watch itself. All right. Okay, it doesn't go that way. It's been a while. You just kind of, oh, that's fine. Who cares? All right, so here is the watch. It is the titanium silver Hermes model. It looks amazing. I don't see a single scratch on this thing. It looks brand new. I'm not sure if it is. It doesn't have to be brand new, but my old watch definitely has some scratches on it. Probably going to be hard to tell, but there is definitely some scratches and stuff on this one. This is kind of a win-win for this situation. It did not cost me anything other than they placed the hold on the credit card. But like I said, I do have Apple Care Plus. I know they will still work with you if you don't have Apple Care Plus. It just may not be as good of service. You may have to just send your watch in and then they'll send it back to you. Let's go ahead and turn this on. And while I'm turning that one on, I'm actually going to try to turn this one off. Let's see if I can turn this one off. Power that off. And just so we don't get them confused, I'm going to switch the watch band. If you're interested in this watch band, it is amazing. I have a whole video on it. I'll link it at the end of this video. So it is ready. We're going to try to just cram this one back in this broken monstrosity right here. I'm so sorry, Apple. I really treated you wrong, but all right. And then this will go back in and we'll tape it back up later. but we're not going to worry about that right now. We'll just keep it off to the side. So the battery is low, so I'm going to have to charge it before I can actually try to pair it. All right, so it's been on the charger for long enough now, so I should be able to set it up on my phone. So let's go ahead and do this. Add watch. Set up for myself. We're going to line that up. It's a little dark, so let me hold it a little differently. There we go. So it does need an update. The software is update for this. So update now. Checking your Apple Watch. Activating your Apple Watch. Look at that. That looks so good. Agree to the terms, and now we go back to waiting. This is hours later. I've downloaded it twice now. The first time it failed. The second time it still said it was having issues verifying. And right now it finally just all of a sudden just started installing. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. Hopefully everything goes smoothly and it actually works. I'm a little worried that whatever's going on here carries over to iOS 26 as well. So even though my watch will be on 11.5, is it still gonna work? Is the watch app just gonna start crashing again? Like, I'm just not sure what's gonna go on at this point. But I am looking forward to seeing what the battery health on this device is. Since it has such an old version of watchOS on it, I'm really thinking this is like a brand new watch. So seeing what the battery health is, and then I can also go in to some other settings to see when it was first activated, I believe. So we'll see how that all works because I'm very curious. But for now, we wait again for it to install. I'm happy, so this is a good sign. So now I can set it up as a new watch or restore from backup. I'm going to try to restore it from a backup. Looks like all those require additional updates. Man, every single one of them is requiring watchOS 26, it looks like. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to restore. I'm going to have to set it up as new, which is a bummer, but it's okay. All right, so now it's setting up, and it looks like so far everything is working. This is the watch app launched on my phone right now, so that's a good sign. And of course, you know, the watch is actually still working as well for now. Like it did finish the install, which is great to see. So it looks like all of a sudden the watch app crashed. It's gonna continue crashing. So it definitely carries over to iOS. The problem that I'm gonna have right now is I'm gonna have to wait till beta 3. Hopefully Apple fixes it. I have reported the bug. I'm going to report it again now that I have the watch. Hopefully will finish pairing to the device. Looks like it just did. So you can see right here, it's telling me, welcome to watchOS 11. I can take the tour, I'm gonna skip that. So everything seems to be working fine on the watch itself, but the watch app on the iPhone crashes instantly, like it was doing before when the watch was on watchOS 26. Interesting, because the problem is now with this paired, to switch to this one, even though I have automatic switching available, like you would think that if I could get it to switch to this one and not that one, then it would work again and I would be able to launch the app. But for whatever reason, it just can't even get to that point. So I'm not able to switch watches. So most likely what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just unpair this watch again and just wait till beta 3 and hopefully Apple fixes it. However, since the watch is actually working, let's go ahead and take a look at the battery health. So if we scroll down, there's battery. So it's at 97% right now, but battery health is 100%. Now my old watch was, I believe, still at 100%. It may have dropped, I can't remember exactly, but it's good to see that this one definitely is. Hopefully either Apple will respond to my bug reports or we'll get beta 3 next week and things will start working again. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.